Hello, hello, welcome everyone to the Sunday Shogi stream where we will talk about certain tournament that happened a few hours ago. Hello everyone, hello Cleon, yellow, I'm glad that you enjoyed the music. Hi Tom, hi Toad, and Abigail. Hi guys. As you know, a few hours ago we had this amazing event which had real Shogi pros there. It was a team tournament. We had Shogi Harbour team fighting against some crazy strong Japanese players, and I'm expecting to see few Kifu from the tournament for us to analyze. But of course, you can send any type of Kifu that you want me to look at. What sounds wrong? Japan song or harp? That sounds wrong indeed. Time zombie, be careful. Guten Abend, yes, yes. So the tournament, if I will be able to find it, I would like to show you the results. That's not it. But you can see there were many people streaming it, basically. Here it is. Stop it, guys. If you comment on pro players' game, does this technically count as commenting pro games? Probably not. We could take a look at them. Yeah, so this was the tournament. There were, it seems, 300 people playing. We had Team Moku, Team Shodan 7. Funny enough, all of them have team in their team name, and we are just Shogi Harbour. And I'm proud of all of you guys joining and playing. We had some of our friends here in the chat playing as well. Lily got 88. Lily, here. That says for... the place. A great number that she will never understand. What? Oh, okay, and Nimia sent us message. We're gonna take a look at it in a second. If I click this, is it gonna? No. I wish if I click on this, I could see her on the list of players. But here we have ours. Fried oysters. Narrow victory. And Termarch. We had pretty strong players there as well. Top 30, top 40, top 50. So it's not like we were completely destroyed, although there were some very strong players there, even pros, so yeah. Naturally, it's going to be so. But I hope you guys had fun. Maybe it didn't translate in the Back to the Future for Polish folks. Who is the metric? Maybe not. Maybe not. So you're saying Lily is 88? She is, indeed. Nice. Hi, Moltroy, welcome. So the winner was Moku team, who were cheating because they had an actual pro in there. Somehow pro is number 2, so that's surprising as well. I don't know how it calculates it. Who was like number 1? Kiriya Ahoy. I don't know who's that, so... Rain, of course. Rated pretty high. He lost only to one person. The fact that he lost is already Showdown. Okay. Showdown is actually 7. Pro is number 5. So yeah, if we wanted to be top 5, we would have to beat up pro, basically. So that's not going to happen, eh? Who was the highest place harbor? Ours. I don't know who's that. It's a Japanese. So that's Japanese, I guess, supporter. They also team Moku Moku. So they're playing on both teams, which is kind of weird, I guess. You got a game? All right. The bigger chances to win they are. Yeah, that's also a quite interesting point. So we had 39 players and the winning team had 64. So you can get percentage of average score 8. So their average score was 13 anyway. But yeah, we had some players who registered but didn't play actually. So I guess that kind of counts. Yeah, we had Serious play, Nemu play. Everyone played. And also depends who you played against, right? Okay, Nemu get a game for us. Moku Moku is a very strong third Vyruk player. Alright. Why are you sorry? No. The fact that you played and you enjoyed and you did it under our flag, that's amazing. I'd like to see their games of the tourney. Moku Moku, alright. Well, how about Time Zombie? How about you find one of the games and then send me the link? You played pre-moves? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. How did it go for you? Oh, it doesn't tell me the... It should show me. It doesn't show the result for some reason. Be proud to represent the harbor, exactly. Be quick, yeah. Hello, Kent. Then we had someone called Fried Oysters. There are some Japanese here actually playing on our team, right? We had Indian, we had Yellow, we have C3AA. Many amazing members joining the tournament. You got 15 points? Well, it says 6 here. Oh no, you can't. Wait, you can't. You can't. So I don't know if you're on our team. If you are, then it must be Magic Show. For some reason, my brain couldn't process that purple is a different color than pink. I don't know why. Kent on my screen is purple and Mifa is pink, and it's quite similar. He's probably the best player in Thailand. Ooh. Cool. All right, so shall we look at... For now, we got 2 games, and I think I got Tesuji from Nimius, so we're gonna take a look at that. Because I know that you guys love those. You gave me 2 Nimiu, and you redeemed 1, so I shall be showing 1. Hi, Karolina. I don't know if my Kifu sent properly. I think it did send properly. It's this one, right? It looks the same. Yeah. And then we have Nimiu. And then we have, for now, we have this. Then we have Tom Blades. All right. Oh, I love how Thailand has the amazing history of people saying, no, I am a noob. It seems like a cultural thing. Tom Blance, nobody of us play particularly well, so that's good. Yeah, it's fine. Let's see how long it takes for us to solve this. So they don't have a checkmate, right? If they take the gold, we take it with silver, and we survive 1 more round, eh? Or they drop the gold, and they still have to take it. If we take, they take it, they speed up, right? Take. Yeah, so basically they have 2 moves to checkmate us. So we can play Hishi. 1 move to Hishi, kinda. Because Hishi, they move... No. Hishi... They play, we checkmate them. Okay, so we need a Hishi. They are 2 moves, we have to be 1 move away. Kent is training to be the next Mifa. Oh, that's cool. Like Batman and Robin, so cool. All right, so what do we have? We have the bishop and a silver in hand. We have the knight here and a pawn very close to the king. We could make check. But if we make a check immediately, he's going to run. So the first thing is going to run like here. We cannot continue checking with the bishop because there's a silver here. Or they just run to the side. So my first at a glance option is to drop the bishop here, because it's a check, protecting the pawn. If they drop something, we promote. If they run, we promote and checkmate. But there is a rook here. And the rook can take the bishop. And if so, can promote the pawn, king runs, drop the silver, king runs, and checkmate. So after the bishop drop, they would have to probably retreat down. And then we need to find a continuation. That's my reading, but so I don't know if that's the correct move. Oh, you have Japanese. Oh, okay. For some reason, that gives you an edge in learning shogi. So I don't see it if the king goes down. I can imagine pawn promotion. King will have to run to 5-1. Then we can take a gold, which is checkmate threat, which we retake, then we promote the knight, hoping this is a Hishi. We have a silver and a gold, but they have golds in hand, so I don't know if that really is a Hishi. Probably not. You play shogi for 2 years. Oh, okay. What is this? Support group talk about being single. All right. So the other thing is we drop the bishop, take the gold, which is a checkmate threat with pawn promotion. Hoping this is the answer. Then if they take it, we drop the silver. If they run, we promote the pawn. And this is, well, basically Hishi. Yeah, for 1 bishop. Then king runs down. Bishop 7-2, king will run here, I think. We won't take it. I mean, we could take it. It's not a checkmate, but we will probably run to 5-2. Bishop drop 4-1, king down, yellow Caesar drop 5-3. Maybe either 7-1 or 5-1, yeah? 5-1 means you can take the gold, so that would be quite nice. But if you go 7-1, pawn promotion, that also looks quite nice, eh? If they drop something, we can take the gold. So I'm eager to consider that as a true variation as well. So we have 2 variations, drop silver or drop take. Yeah, that can't, I think that would be Hishi. So I'm gonna assume, yeah, but the only problem I have after bishop drop, king goes down. Yeah. If we take the gold, it's also checkmate threat, right? But maybe not as good, not as good. Take, promote, goes here, promote. It also looks like she bought the gold drop means we can run here maybe. So probably what your guy is showing is better. All right, Nimio, is this the correct answer? Bishop drop, silver drop, pawn promotion. Nimio, are you there? Hey, Nimio. Maybe he's not here. He's here. He typed a message. He says, bishop drop 7-1, king 6 to silver drop 5-3, king 5-1. Take the gold, or if he goes to... For some reason, I don't see that part of the message. Wait, what is this thing on my screen? Oh, there's the Discord. The mate. Yeah, but you didn't show us the other variation, but I assume it's the same. So bishop drop, king down, silver drop, king 7-1, pawn promotion. Yeah. So guys, we did it correct. You shared both variations. You're not listening to what I'm saying, are you? There are 3 variations. You showed us 2. There are 3 variations and you showed us 2. So in that case, you need 2 ors in that sentence. Did you just dare to... All right, let's take a quick look at the other decision. So our king is in a checkmate threat because of a gold drop. We do not have a checkmate. What do we do? Yes, Nimue, but it doesn't change the fact that it is a variation. Like king can run here. We have to promote. He will run again. We can take the gold. What if he drops a gold? Yeah, or stuff like that. What if he tries to drop the gold to punish us? Stuff like this is going to happen. The king will run to the edge. Thank you for the follow, Tom Cholowski. Silver drop to 2 is the decision you're saying? Silver drop, yeah, if king takes it's a checkmate, but king will take the pawn instead. And then what? So Nimue seems to say that this is a very magical move here. Now I'm very curious. Now I'm really curious. And I found your magical move. It will end in a defense, actually. And our king will be safe. Their king will be less safe as a result, but not necessarily checkmated. Tom says, man, I don't have any bloody idea what's that and what are the rules. But I hear something about mate. Yep, it's shogi, called Japanese chess, and Stream Elements is giving you a video about how the rules work. We are using kanji to play. We can use a set that's easier for you to follow later on. For now, we are solving a position, a tactical position given by one of the viewers because they use the points. They redeem the points for us to do so. But what we're gonna do next is look at the games of people, and we can use a piece set that's a little bit easier to follow with arrows. But yes, you can also learn rules meantime from that link. I love how new people jokingly say that it looks like a version of chess from Asia, only to be proven immediately right. Aha! Who knew? Who knew that you use kanji? It actually means it's from Asia. Wow. Ah, yes, yellow. I see you found it. Alright, guys, I'm gonna leave it as a secret for us to solve at the end of the stream. If you guys can, if you wanna solve it, you can post it on Discord or take a print screen of this position. And I shall be moving forward. In 3, 2, 1. So first game that we have is a game from Yellow Light, and I need you're on the bottom, and you're Gote. Your opponent is 1900, all right. And we're gonna use pieces that have the arrows for our new viewers. So you can see each of the pieces has a color indicating how they move. So this will have an arrow here, so it moves forward. This is a bishop, this is a rook, this is jumping, knight, stuff like that. I thought this game would be interesting to review because the computer said both of us didn't make any major mistakes. Ooh, now I'm really interested. Okay, let's see. So you play Ibisha, he played third 5 rook, normal style. Then you're going for castling. Here you don't answer the edge because you're probably going Anaguma. You're going quick attack with the king on 3-9 square, it seems, but Koyan style perhaps. You castle, they castle, and they start attacking. You of course don't take it because there is a fork on your pieces. And then we have to consider what's going on. So they play Koyan style, which means they're gonna attack the edge. No, high Anaguma, because they have high shape, you also wanna make high Anaguma. I think it's natural. Yeah, there are so many piece styles, eh? This is the Czech one, yeah? The only thing that I don't like about those pieces is they look ugly, like the background texture of the piece. Like those have the shadow, I guess, so it looks like they're like 3D. But this one looks very flat, and also having this texture of the board, which is pretty cool, and I like it. Kinda hard to see, right? I wonder. Sorry guys, I get distracted. I just wanna see if it will help us. Oh god, no. So we need some darker or brighter. I really like black because I have less distractions. I don't know about you guys. Okay, let's sign in so that I have my dark mode as well. Okay, this is not a dark mode, this is harbor mode. Okay, okay. And space, yeah, space. I'm in space, space, space. I'm in space. Piece set. Background, no, not the background. Board team. Space. Maybe we should make a harbor version with like waves and stuff. Wait, there was the wave one, wasn't there? Ooh, this one looks nice too, but okay, where is the wave one? There's no wave one. There is like water, Japanese garden. Oh god, paper set. It would be nice if we had nice background, but... Alright, let's go into the dark side today because we're playing Anaguma, so you guys know how the Anaguma song goes. We're joining the dark side today. Hi, Syndex. Welcome. Space. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, reference to Portal. Portal 2, was it? YouTube video search. Oh god, yes, the song, yes. Alright, so Portal 2, alright, thanks for confirmation. So they have the Koyan style going for the edge. We talked about that. I have to admit that your favorite Shogi piece set is better. I'm actually very eager to like make our own set. I don't know. I mean, this one is good. It's just that it's flat. Now that we have black background, it's not as tilting. I'm getting distracted again. Let's not get distracted. Let's talk about pieces after that. Okay, so here you go here. So we're trying to put pressure on this line, all right. I mean, it doesn't look like a bad move. What I expect them to do is like take, redrop, and then open their bishop line in that case. Yeah, and then put a pressure on your bishop. I mean, we already entered middle game, so it's like it will need the reading of who's better at certain points of the game, right? Certain parts of the board, I guess. More standards, yeah. It's not about standards, it's about what we enjoy on the stream. Like, for example, if they had 4-5 rook and we would put the bishop here, we would be able to sacrifice it and drop the silver. So that would be great. They're playing 3-5 rook, so it's not as effective. The other thing is what we like to do is to go here. So we have the chance of going the bishop here. They take, they drop, we go here. And then we threaten to push this pawn. It's not as easy because they have this counter, right? But it's like one idea. The 7-5 aim. So this aim is good in combination of the bishop attack here somehow. Or actually, depending on the situation, they will have the bishop here. And then combine this with this. But alone, it also breaks your Anaguma, so it's quite... The silver is here, it's quite hard to push this one. The gold will go here, and they will have a very stable position in front of your Anaguma. And you don't really have attack on this side of the board yet. So you will give away some pawns. Them having 2 vanguard pawns here will be very nice for them, basically. Aim, silver 6-4, 5-5. The moment you go here, this pawn push becomes a threat, so... So for example, here, if you go, they will be able to push this pawn next and like create some more attacks. I don't know. Yeah, that's the most optimistic, I mean, but not sure if that's gonna happen. One thing I would like to consider is... No, it doesn't really work. But I would consider like moving the bishop first, because if they move the silver, we can take it. But I assume when we move the bishop, they're gonna take it anyway and then redrop. So it doesn't change our situation. They could do the same trick here. Okay. So now the question is, do we want to use the bishop or the knight? Yeah. The knight doesn't have really a target, and it will become a target, so I'm not sure about that. But okay. All right. So see how quickly this knight's head became under attack? Yeah, and it's you kind of forced yourself to push this pawn because the knight is here, yeah? So yeah, what they want to do is play here, you defend and they push, and this will be very tempo. So you push, but they have enough time to play that. So maybe here you want to defend with the silver, not sure, or the rook. The bishop looks like a counter attack, but they're faster, right? Oh, space video, what? Yeah.
Space. Gotta go to space. Lady.
Yep, ports out.
Lady.
So here they might consider, you know, playing moves like this. Here the rook is kind of trapped, isn't it? It isn't. Personally, I would drop the pawn. If they take, I take here, and then promote my rook, and then abuse that rook. That would be my preference, but okay. Okay, it's the same idea, I guess. So very slow move. Yeah, that's kind of painful here. All right, so what happened? So yeah, I think this wasn't the move. I think you should have considered defending here more. Whenever it's the rook, especially that you push this pawn, right? Or the silver, so for example, yeah. But the problem is they can come here. Yeah, I don't like that, so maybe silver. And then yes, they could attack here, and that's bothersome. But then maybe you can somehow abuse this file. You know, maybe. The problem is they will have a good pawn here later on. So this knight become kind of a liability, maybe. Yeah, their knight also sabaki, which is a very difficult point for you know, swinging rook. Always. They managed to, so... Yeah, so this situation here, this looks very bad for Anaguma already, yeah? Because they have a dragon looking at your king. They have this space here. Speaking about space, they have this space here to drop general follow-up, which will also fork your general. And they also have taken your defensive gold. So this result of that, it's really bad for you. You thought you were ahead? Well, here you're losing, clearly. Right? Oh, instead of defending. So... so the problem is not the bishop. The problem is this knight that's going to be attacked. Yeah, but your rook is under attack, and their rook sabaki and your doesn't, right? As an effect. So here they sabaki the knight, which is very difficult. They also sabaki the rook. And yeah, you get the lance, but they get the silver as well, right? Here it seems like they lost material, but look at those two pieces difference, yeah? So it's like you never had this rook. And here they had the silver. Wait, it's your silver, yeah? Bishop. So bishop versus piece is a good exchange for them. Silver versus knight for a bishop is a good exchange. For them, actually. And you know, here they got a gold, so that's huge again. And now they set up for a win. So they got tempo, they got pieces, and they're untouched. So as a result, they're better. I thought Anaguma liked to exchange major pieces, but it seems like my opponent could drop bishop more forcefully. So your problem is you didn't exchange this piece, yeah? You didn't activate it. So how do we activate this rook? Well, the first Tesuji for static rook player will be to sacrifice this pawn, right? Doesn't matter that now you don't have any move to continue. Somewhere in the future, the fact that this bishop now is forced to defend this square, or somewhere in the future when the bishop leaves this square defense, you will be able to sabaki your rook. So this kind of move input is important for static rook. Now I notice that he leaves this line attack, but instead of counter-attacking there, what I think about is, oh, I don't have to defend there. So instead I will defend here, maybe. That's my line of thought. And I would like to, the same rule applies. I would like to exchange the bishops. So what we want to go for Anaguma and what you're talking about is the Anaguma rush. But in order to Anaguma rush, we need to have our pieces set up efficiently into the attack. Here we are on the defense. So here is a difficult position for us, because we don't have a way to harass this rook. And if we had this pawn here, look what kind of big difference that would make, yeah? That would be a huge difference. Of course, they have this bishop drop. Of course, it's gonna be very difficult for us here to defend. But that's also the result of our choices beforehand, right? Rooks 4-2. When is it? 4-2 rook. Yeah. So that regret is why you should always consider pushing. Generally, I would say push this before the attack starts. It's like Ibisha. Because later it becomes too slow. What you want to do is like throw it away early, give them a pawn, force them to attack, and then use it before they drop the bishop. Here? So here you can clearly see that you have no attack at all. What you're hoping for is that if they move their rook, you will have a counter. So that's what you're hoping for, kinda. That's interesting, though. Yeah, your opponent still have those tricky moves like here, so I don't know how that's gonna work out for you. Because your silver will be in a weird position. And yes, your rook will be stuck, they will be promoted, so that's the kind of unpleasant part. But if you look on this position, if we run the computer, actually says that, yeah, top is D to be better. £2 better. Whatever that means in Shogi, £2 better. If I give them Powner, doesn't it make my Anaguma edge weaker? Yes. But that's Shogi. You don't give away, you don't give them, you cannot gain something for free, yeah? You take something, they get something. They give you something, you take something, yeah? Shogi is such an exchange. And this is why in recent BEX, what we have is, I'm gonna wait for you to give me something. And no, I'm gonna wait for you to give me something, you know? That's the result of that thinking. Because everyone's afraid to make the move. Yeah, but that's part of, you know, Shogi. Especially if you're Sente, you have to take a risk, right? Because you wanna keep your initiative. You don't want Senjite. So usually it's the Sente who will make the first attacking move. And in this case, I think they were Sente and they did, so. You wanna play less aggressive as Gote, but still have the chance to counterattack. So here, what if you ever have a game like this that ends like this, guys? When they have a full castle and you were destroyed, that means you didn't have good enough attack. Like you over-defended or didn't have a counter. Because the moves that you invested were in this side of the board, not this one, right? So that makes you think. In this case, simply speaking, their attack was better. This is why it ended up like this. Yeah, it seems this rook is better for some reason. I'm not sure. Yeah, but clearly, look at this. Yeah, look at the computer evaluation. It's clear that the dragon is so much better than your horse, and on top of which, they exchange the bishop for 2 pieces. They will also be able to get this lance while defending this knight, and that will be huge as a result. So they will have all those resources, and you will have none. And far away from the king. Yeah, interestingly, the computer doesn't like your position already, but hey, that's the opening. Hi, Latoli. Well, this is lishogi.org webpage. You can try to learn it here by looking how pieces moves. But they don't teach you exactly how the drop rules and stuff work. So I have this Shogi 101 video that Jen just linked. It's a long video, but it covers all the rules. You can also check Hidechi video on YouTube. There's a series. All right. A pro told me during a teaching game that he prefers to have the chance to attack first, but from what you have explained, it is more like a balance between having the first strike and having the flexibility to prepare a more powerful counter. Yeah, so the problem is you're playing Anaguma, right? So Anaguma by definition doesn't have much attack. and you have to create it somehow. And in this case, it is your opponent who comes first just because of the definition of Anaguma. So because of your caster choice, you are going for the counter, right? Now your opponent has the option to like play and wait, and then you can figure out some way of attacking with Anaguma Rush. But that's not the case here. He attacks first, and you will be the one defending, basically, because you chose this opening, and because he chose the Koyan style. Depending on the situation, you know, you can go like this and lose some pieces and like go for it. But yeah. This flow of the game seems to me like you want to have hard Anaguma and wait for your opponent to attack. But he attacks first and you have to answer that. You cannot have both Anaguma and good attack. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Because your pieces are concentrated on this side of the board and you used a lot of initiative, a lot of moves, tempo, on this side of the board. On the other hand, your opponent is putting pressure here, right? He saved the move on moving the king to the castle, for example. Super interesting. I wasn't thinking of Anaguma as a counter-attack style opening, which I associate more with ranging rook. Yeah, so it's like you're not fighting. Okay, so you're not fighting to win here. What you're hoping for is in the end game. Yes, your opponent will have stronger attack, but you have better defense. So what you're hoping is going to happen is they give you pieces, and then you will survive longer so that you can counter attack. Not sure if I'm making sense. It's hard to explain the general idea without showing an example, but it will take them much more time to reach you than it takes you to reach them, because you invested so many moves on this side of the board. But yes, they will have stronger punch, because they invested more moves in that punch. And you both had the same amount of moves, right? That's how Shogi works. Your idea is to be solid and survive longer, not to attack. If he keeps waiting, then yes, you have solid castle, and then you play all those tiny tricky moves to get a little bit of positional attack, and then maybe sacrifice pieces. But this is not the case. It's before you finish the castle, he jumped with his punch, so now you're forced to defend. I think I get the rough idea, and yeah, when the game ends in something like Talking Race, my Anaguma is almost more solid. Yes, that's the idea, yeah. Would it be right to say that the philosophy on Anaguma is to invest more defensive moves in the opening to allow for more aggressive playstyle in mid-game and endgame? Yes, exactly. Yes, that's what Anaguma Rush is. You're more solid means you can be more reckless. You have a better armor, after all. Means you can make more violent moves, and there will be less punish for that, because the opponent's weapon is gonna ding against your armor, yeah? I personally think pawn for Fortno is not a good move when playing a swinging rook. Well, that's an Anaguma strategy to you. Yeah, thank you, Yellow. And yeah, Mifa confirms it's never been easy to destroy Anaguma. The dark side, yeah. Alright, what do we have next? We have, oh god, the brightness. Nemius game. Gonna download it. And it's gonna be even game. And we have Tom Blade's game. Easiest way to attack Anaguma for a lot of people is just to keep attacking and never give initiative. Yeah. That's one way to think about it. Nemius Gote, yeah. So let's use the piece, this one, and let's load the game and flip the board so that we can see Ymia's position. Use tomahawk, yeah. Tomahawk is difficult though. Rook and bishops are useless, yeah. No, it's okay, just this. I think we still have time. Alright, we have Nemo. I recommend to move the silver here to not create a wall. But I understand you wanna defend this. Okay, so we didn't exchange the bishops. This gives our opponent a vanguard pawn. Okay, so we're targeting this bishop drop now. So maybe our opponent should have defended differently. Now we're making them overextend. When you drop this pawn, they don't have to take it immediately. If they take your targeting bishop drop, then the rook will go down, then you can make a horse, but then the horse dies. Not sure. But yeah, they can take this for free, but hey, there is a bishop drop still, so I don't know what they're thinking. So yeah, this pawn push was pretty nice one. Oh, we have another link, okay. So now we're completely okay, wait. I was thinking this side is actually better because they have this vanguard pawn, they have all those pieces looking together at this square, but the king is still in the middle. And also the rook was blocked. The problem is they don't have enough punch yet. So I'm not really convinced yet. Okay. So they really want to play here, but then a pawn drop is going to come. And that's why they took the knight instead, which will be taken by the gold to double protect this square. So I'm not sure what they were thinking here. I'm thinking of something like... and then promoting the pawn. Because it's a little bit different, but when the bishop promotes, I think you can still block the rook. It kind of changes the situation a little bit. And it is scary, but yeah, maybe it's too much because now the king is kind of surrounded by pieces. And there's a silver drop, so it doesn't look too good. Oh, speaking of which, I'm also getting some chocolate. Be right back. You know that it's winter coming when you're streaming Shogi, and then you have to turn on the light in the middle of the stream to eat a chocolate. 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 Num num num. Oh, you have the keyful? Alright, let me see. Bum, 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 bum. It doesn't open. The packaging is too good. Sesame, open the door. This one has nuts. Ooh. Nom. Too much imagination in you. Alright, back to this sweet game. Sweet, sweet piece of shogi. So I was thinking what I can do here better. I'm not really convinced that a pawn drop is a good move. Because the rook is blocked already. So I prefer to keep that pawn. And for example, do this. Maybe not good enough, but maybe not good enough. I'm not convinced about this pawn drop. It's like, I wanna make use of this bishop, but actually it doesn't work well. So maybe take this, develop the knight, and then go attack on this square. Maybe you're scared of the silver move? Then we shouldn't have ever dropped it in the first place. But yeah, it looks like a good bishop. Nom nom nom. Alright. No, Abigail, no, just German. Because in this canton, German is the official language. Yeah, you could change to them, yeah. Okay. I would really like to drop it here instead. Because there is this fork. Okay, my brain is getting crazy. Why did you take that pawn is my... Okay, why are we doing this? I would prefer to maybe push this pawn and then just kill the knight using a pawn. Just to suffer. Yeah. The reason being, well, I develop my pawn and block their bishop and get a knight for free. And avoid the situation where I give them a silver to drop here. So here they immediately had the pawn drop and silver drop, and this is why you take it. So it's like we force this upon yourself. But if you think you're better... The thing is they can drop the silver here now. Tom says, I'm back, I've watched your video, and as a big chess fan, I must admit this game seems really interesting. It is. It doesn't have as many draws, that's important. Because I believe one of the most boring part of chess, is that you have those draws at the end of the game, or the repetitions, like checks, draws. In Shogi, that's all not possible. If you keep checking, it's an illegal move. And you never run out of pieces because there are the drops, right? It's really cool. And if you really would like to join us, you can join our Discord. We have tournaments going on. But for now, please enjoy the stream. There are many, many beginners as well who'd like to, challenge you. There are other chess players as well. Silver, there, bishop, 6-5, still fight more, but then we take it, and then you take here, you're telling me? Maybe that's good, but then boom, yeah. Maybe there's this bishop drop which should defend it. Maybe you're lucky that this is open. Yeah, I'm convinced. Basically now you're... Okay, your horse just died, which is quite sad. This is an interesting move here. One question is, are we better off after this? Or are we better off after doing this? And my answer would be after doing this, because the king is more vulnerable. Did the chat reset? I just see welcome to the chat room. I don't know if I missed some messages. If I did, I'm sorry. I see you guys said stuff and I missed it, yeah. You guys are welcoming Tom, it seems. I just missed those messages. I wondered it too, but the silver and the gold coordinate on one square better in this line. Okay. You know what would be cool to have? A check. Okay, so we're dying here, it seems to me. Slowly. Yeah. You would think so, right? Classic chess styles test number 1? Sure. If so, you will enjoy our chess streams as well. We have chess stream on Tuesday, 9 a.m. We have Paul, very strong chess player, teaching us. National Master, if I'm correct. Okay, Kent, you're not a beginner. all right, Nivea. All right. So yeah, if they exchange everything, your king is lonely, but then maybe they don't have enough pieces to finish you off, so they play this first, so they did this. And then this. Yeah, you're better off. You have too much piece advantage. Okay, so let's see now how you go for the finish. So this bishop drop is nice, but why don't you drop it here instead? It looks more forceful to me. Attacking the same square, but also while attacking the rook. Okay, I mean, you're winning anyway. So I'm assuming you read that out, that it's a tsume, right? Move number 117 that you spend 6 seconds on. You did read out that this is a tsume, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the problem is they have a silver drop here now, if you don't finish them off efficiently. But of course, if you read that you're winning after this move, which you are, if you read that they had this type of checks and they could chase you up until the bottom of the board and you survive, then it's fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is also checkmate if you go like here. But I didn't manage to read it. So I was really curious if you did. It looks like checkmate, I'm not sure. Yeah, 3 pieces, maybe not. 3 pieces, take, drop, do. Not enough. Yeah, that's not enough. So this is why we want to go less. Technically, this is the same. Yeah, maybe. They can still run here. Yeah, anyway, you're winning if you're careful enough for all the counters and don't give away too many pieces. But yeah, good job. Nime is really good when he gets advantage to like win off of that. So well done. It's just that, yeah, he allowed you to make the horse, which was quite lucky that he made some mistakes. It was a really good fight. Yeah, really good fight, Emu. Well done. I was like summarize this all in my head. Really, it felt like a really one-sided game. Really good. Well done. Wait, you wanted to take bishop for 6? Bishop for 6. Bishop for 6. Queen takes. And Hishi. Even like this. So you're surviving. It's quite risky way to win a game, but alright. If you're surviving, then it's fine. It's just a little bit too much risk. You give them a whole bishop, right? So, like for example, yeah, I'm not sure if you consider moves like this. Quite weirdly looking moves, yeah. You would have to consider all of them. Or like this. I'm not sure if this is checkmate, actually. Because you have rook, gold, and silver to drop, right? Of course, yes, the king could have run here or something. It would change the position. But for example, let's say this happened. Yeah, a little panic in your heart comes in. Is it actually a Gyakuten make? You would have to confirm that, yeah, in the remaining biomi that you have. So better to avoid this type of scariness, like a slower winning move, but still winning move. Oh, that's not good then. Take a breath. You have, I believe it's 1 minute biomi, so you have a lot of time to take a breath and still play a move in 5 seconds. So just use that 55 seconds to take few breaths. Oh, okay, tilting is another issue. Yeah, sure. I can relate to tilting. Yeah. In that case, yeah, you have to finish the game and then... But well done. Okay, next is Tom. Blance. We're gonna load the Gifu. Oh no, actually we're gonna reopen it with the name being here. Cover your eyes, some bad moves in this one, alright. I shall close one of my eyes. How about that, Tom? The inside joke. Because my nickname is One Eye. I would prefer to keep my bishop here, but... Okay, yeah, they have... Oh, that's a bad move. So the idea here is you want to exchange this pawn and like break through this file, which you're kinda not able to because there is a knight here. And this is why maybe keeping the bishop here and then trying different shape was better. But, well, you went for it. And here, if you drop the pawn, look what happened. They got the pawn in hand, which benefits them, yeah? And on top of which, they also got the knight developed. So it's like you presented to them tempo and nice piece development. Yeah, now the rook is like very free, thanks to you. So that's not good for us. Okay, so a few things are happening. Here we're losing silver for a knight exchange. And they will have a pawn drop in front of our knight. So that's another tactical loss. They messed up the order. What should they have done is take it and then drop the pawn. And now you're kinda in a very sad position. They force your knight to move, right? Here, the knight is still on the bottom, so you're kinda safer, but not necessarily safe. And yeah, you put the pressure there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so your bishop is technically dead here. Oh wait, there is a knight here, never mind. But it's almost dead, it seems. It's alive. It's alive. It's still alive. It's alive. Alright. If we had something to drop here, it would be that. But we don't have that thing yet. If we are a crazy shuriken player, we could consider moves like this. Destroy the castle. And then get a bishop back. This way we get, for example, this way, yeah? We get bishop exchange. And we get a gold versus lance. Sure, minus is the gold is stuck in our camp, but it's going for like a slower type of win. And you just develop the silver and kill the knight. That might be worth considering, yeah? So... yeah, this opening idea was wrong. Now let's concentrate on the tactical point. Attacking the knight head is a good idea. Dropping the bishop is... Then here, we could consider leaving the silver here. Push this pawn. If they take, we attack the rook and it's an equal exchange here. So let's consider this as a fact. If they take, then we move the rook here. If they take the pawn, we just activate our silver, yeah? If they move the gold up, then we can exchange the silvers. And this way, we force them to redrop the pawn. The problem is that they have actually a tesuji, which is if they take our silver, we take the silver, and they move the gold up, attacking while defending, but we have this rook movement thanks to our bishop. And yes, we're gonna lose the lance. but their gold is kind of exposed. So maybe this is fightable. Then we can move the bishop back. It's kind of little not good, but like possible to continue. So yes, pawn, as you said, pawn 7-4 is an option. Here, yeah, here actually, you know, your silver is dying. To a pawn actually, not a knight. It's dying. If they move the bishop back, instead of exchanging knight for a silver, they got a silver for a pawn, right? So much better for them. So here, pawn drop was so much better for them. I feel like I'm speaking too fast, but hey, let's go with the flow. The game continues. Interesting moves exchange are happening, but we lost a bishop for 2 lances. Basically, the whole attempt to push the rook file was bad. Yeah, it's not the correct order of moves. The idea exists in the opposing rook. It's a good idea, but the bishop exchange timing and the fact you were late on it made this idea a little bit delayed and therefore not good. Because you cannot just do what you want, you also have to see what your opponent did and react, right? So in this case, your opponent was ready for that. Chocolate. So the idea was good, but not the right timing. This is a very nice counter that you did here. It was really good. Really good. Your opponent made a mistake. And now you can, yeah, take all those 3 pieces, yeah? Very good. So here, your opponent should have taken the rook. You take the rook. And he destroys your castle. And then he can drop the rook to retake the lance. So that would be better for him. But you did a great counter here. This is winning for you. No! No! I was praising you too much that it forced you to make a mistake. Yeah, you promote the rook first. Look. If you promote the rook first, you gain a move. And then you can take. And this way you gain this rook promotion for free. Yeah. But you can also decide, well, actually I want to play a different move. I don't care about the silver. Taking the silver speeds up his rook. You don't have to take it. And so they will probably promote here. We can take it and then start retaining the weakness of their castle, which is the knight head. If you realize, that's good. That means you learn. That's good. That's good. Don't worry. Yeah, as Mimi says, they get tempo. So here, because of that, they have one more move. For free doesn't work. There are 3 pieces here, Nemo. Unless you're sacrificing too much. What I would like here is drop the bishop here, maybe, but we don't have a bishop. Yeah, Nemo is crazy. We would like to play this, but then they can promote. I'm not sure. This would destroy our castle, so you did the correct thing. Another piece. You could consider adding a lighter piece, so that you have stronger piece to continue attacking. In this case, definitely the knight is the piece you want to keep. Oh, very good move. This is great. I love it. This is great. This is great. If you were playing against stronger player, perhaps they would sacrifice the dragon here, but you managed to like turn it around here. Here, if you take the bishop first, you take the turn and then you can take it faster, but then perhaps you're afraid of giving away their turn, but actually that's fine because you can attack the dragon. So take this and then the bishop could have run away, they didn't. So now it's a little bit harder. Okay, it was the same in the end. Nice, but they're gonna take the silver, yeah. So now we are almost at the end of the game. It's gonna be more aggressive. Because it's all about the speed on the king. So boom, big sacrifices are coming. Yeah, he has full castle. He just wanna checkmate you quickly. And now we don't have time to play moves like this, yeah? It's very difficult now. So yeah, this threatens a checkmate on your king, which you don't defend against. And oh, actually, it's not checkmate. You're missing one piece. Bishop. Yeah. All right, I thought they had a god. They don't have a god, so this is a hishi. So in this position, we have to make a sumero ourselves, a checkmate red. Yeah, he probably was better off dropping bishop instead, because keeping the gold was very important for him. So the fact that he dropped the gold was the mistake. Unless he goes for this checkmating pattern, so maybe this. Maybe something like this. Maybe something like this. This would lead to a checkmate, yeah? So maybe that was a checkmate threat, but he played this move, which wasn't a checkmate threat. So here you have a chance to win. Because he gave you time to survive. So the only move I can see is this one, yeah. No, there's a lens. So what you want to do is drop here. Drop here and then drop to generous. And then you win, right? You don't need this to just sacrifice. This square is defended by the knight anyway, yeah. But yeah, you found it, good. If they go here, you have a gold. Perfect. Hey, good job, Tom. Good job. Hey, nice turning around points at the end. Well done. So turned out this dragon was really helpful. I learned something today. But yeah, I think he had a checkmate here. Unfortunately. If they go here, you just sacrifice here, and then it's a checkmate here. If you take, then there's a knight drop. And no matter if you take, there's the bishop drop. If they run, then you drop the bishop. Silver drop. Maybe go here. If you go here, there's a bishop drop, is a checkmate. So you go here and maybe you're surviving. So bishop. Wait, bishop. What's the... So it's silver drop. King takes, bishop drop to 5-7. Something drop. Probably a silver. Silver drop, king runs, bishop drop, silver takes, bishop promotion. That would be a checkmate. Did I overcomplicate this? I'm out of tea, guys. I'm out of tea. That's not good. It's a nice checkmate pattern. All of the pieces are diagonal and it's pretty cool. Always proud to represent the third fire rook gang. Is this a thing now? Chinchilla noise? A very proud chinchilla noise. Got it. So yeah, well done at the end. So you lost the tempo. The biggest mistake you made is to lose the tempo here. Then the opening, yeah, the opening was a little bit off, but you fought really well, Tom. And really well done at the end with turning the game around. Beautiful, beautiful. But also would be cool if you learn on your opponent's mistakes and remember there's also not only the bishop drop pattern, but the pattern of taking it sideways. And if you don't see the sume, keep the gold for the end, yeah? Alright, thanks for sending, and we're gonna go on to... Who's next? No, Mr. Space. We have Kent. We have Justice, and we will have... Wait, we have Kent twice? I think we have Kent twice. So we will start with this Kent. Thank you so much for sending, Tom. Yeah, we did... No, Time Zombie, I asked you to choose a game for me and then send me the link. Didn't you listen? So Kent is Gote, and you're playing this bishop move here, which is... Oh, you did? Sorry about that. Maybe that's when the chat cut for me. Maybe that's when you send it. Sorry about that. Ah, yeah, that could be the thing also. Alright, so we put this knight in a nice position. The question is, do we have a nice way to continue the attacking? We're kind of in trouble, aren't we? We just lost the knight. What is this? What is this? Good night, Jen. So the problem is that if we go here, the king is in check, there's a bishop here, so we only can run, and we are afraid of this bishop sacrifice. Gold takes, silver drop, king goes down. And we're kind of surviving. Knight drop is really considered. Okay. Early king escape. Seems like Gotha is better though. Interesting. Okay. I'm convinced now. So I think I saw this move in a pro game. Slay the Spire is amazing, definitely. Sure. I'm not as good as Telmarch. Time Zone is crazy. Yeah, Mori is really good as well. I'm like too impatient to calculate everything, and at the end I'm throwing a lot, and also I don't know the best cards sets for characters. I would have to study it, but then it sounds like a work, so I just got stuck on like Ascension 3 or something. I don't know, I don't remember Emu. I keep trying to get Jen to do the math. I see. Alright, so it seems like it's really good for Kent. So is it really Mifa teaching Kent how to play, or... Ooh, 820, wow. Is this working? Wow, that's like the best move I've seen the whole week. Wow. That's crazy. So how does it work, guys? Kent, are you like a student of MIFA or you just coincidence? Yes, this is Lishogi Ozensai. We're watching game sent by a viewer. And our viewer just destroyed the other player. So I'm not really sure what can I advise. No, thank you for coming. The old good days when I was called a demon by Caro. Don't remember, Nimiu. When did I call you a demon? And demon of what is another question. Pick them some knowledge. Ooh. Oh, so I called you like in one game? Okay. Well, you're the demon of defense, that's for sure. Shogi Harbour say the spire. Okay, that's a language that I understand. So Kent is not answering. I'm not sure. I wanted to get some answers. Perfect play. I don't really know what to say. Keep on going. Keep on going. Maybe sleeping. Sad. All right. Let's go to Justice game. Justice is got there, and then we have the last game of Moku Moku if time allows. If you people tell me that you're going to sleep, I can do your game earlier than other games. You can guys always tell me that. And we're gonna load it. And let's go. So Justice is got the one-time demon against Nivik. Love it, Abigail, love it. Alright, yeah, if it's worth it, we shall do it. Alright, Justice is trying this trick. I like it. Okay. So yeah, the trick is we want the bishop drop here. How does it work usually? I think it's rather cold move in that case. But I know you're free bishop players, so you move the rook. In that case, it's more like a bishop. Oh, so we're going double. No, in that case, you just play here if you want to go for double third 5 rook. Yeah, so this the drop timing is like when they move here. Okay, let's say you play Ibisha, right? And they make the mistake of going here. Then you go here, they go here. And then if they go here, there will be a fight of dropping the bishop here. It's a Joseki of some sort, and it's very difficult, but... The question, do you push here? Or I don't remember, actually. But you pushed here, which makes sense that you go for double third 5 rook. It doesn't get any better than double third 5 rook. You say so, Tom. Here, yeah, you're using one move to correct the rook. I mean, it's fine, but... So you have this weakness here now. So they could have taken this and dropped it here. it would be a horse for them. Yeah, they did. All right. This is why before moving the bishop, you know, you have to protect it like here or something, or the silver. But we're fighting. Okay, fighting. Okay, oh, that's huge. The fact that we deleted their horse, that's huge. Here we can go for right side Yagura. We can go here, yeah? Right side Yagura. This kind of leaves this wall for our king, yeah? We really like to have Yagura if we can make it. Now we're too aggressive, the knight is going to die. But we're going to promote the try. How did you win this game? So this gold is protected, my friend. This gold is protected. So if they want to be nasty, they're going to block your bishop. Or something. Your idea is to exchange for gold. Well, this gold isn't really defending this king well, is it? And then where do you use it? Where do you use it? Here, okay. Not sure if that's good enough. Take, you have a vanguard pawn in front of the bishop. You will have this silver next. Maybe that's good enough. All right, I am convinced. So like just looking on this position, this silver is kind of blocking your king. This silver became a defensive one here, not attacking. This was quite interesting sacrifice. Yeah, so here you push this pawn, yeah? You could have dropped it here to begin with to save a move. The bishop drop from them is not good. They should have moved the gold up, I feel. But yeah, they made this move. Yeah, you have two promoted pieces and they're going in. Defending, promoting, yes. All right. Now what? We promote. Good. Perfect. Destroying, total domination. Woo! How is this a checkmate though? Gold drop, dragon move. Good. Well done. Justice, your later middle game is pretty good. The opening was a little bit off. So yeah, you did very well in the later game. The opening, yeah, again. Here, I recommend you next time to try this move, yeah? Yeah, you did well. How about this? Double ranging rook. It's a one strategy, yeah? And then the biggest mistake was allowing this horse. But you managed to outplay your opponent. So here, yeah, maybe we're happy. They didn't have to move here, yeah? Your opponent didn't play well enough to punish you, yeah? This was a good move. Then you go for the thing. I recommend this move. Okay. This is a little bit crazy, but you were lucky that it worked, kinda. So here, maybe their defense here is better. The lower, the better. But then, yeah, you can drop this. And if we go the same line, you have the gold drop, which is quite complex, yeah. It's quite difficult for your opponent. Yeah. Nice. You're trying new ideas. It's looking really good. Looking really good. Justice. Every week you're improving. I'm happy to see that. Keep on trying. Well done. Okay, and finally we have Moku Moku, a very strong player from the tournament today. And we see how this game looked like. So we have third file rook, a lot of third file rook today. And we have this quick attack over here. And therefore the rook changes to go to where it's attacked. Ooh, that's so cute. And he decided to defend strongly with a gold. So this forfeits the defensive power on the king to defensive power on the 8 file. And here we're gonna lose the gold, but we're gonna exchange it for the silver in case they drop the... Sorry, I said gold. No, we're gonna lose the silver for the knight if they drop the pawn. But this way they will be without pawn in hand, so that's pretty good. Now we're able to go back. And the knight is kinda hanging. If they move back, we'll be able to kill the knight, so they have to be more aggressive. We drop the pawn. Again, if the rook goes back, there's this fork. So they take this pawn. And now it's a little bit crazy. So normally this would be a good move because the knight can promote, but this gold perfectly attacks both of them. After the gold move, I think the bishop drop is possible. No, the bishop drop would be... the bishop drop. Bishop drop is my concern because then we triple the attack on this file, but then I guess the rook is dying, so barely okay. Yeah, but the computer would also consider the bishop drop, yeah? The Gote would be better. Oh, taking the silver. That looks better, yeah. But yes, still equal game. Here, if they take, we get on talking on the center. So we don't really want to take it. Counter there, but the bishop comes, okay. So currently this side is defending a lot. What happened is we gained knight for a knight, so equal exchange. And then rook was exchanged for a gold. So this side has a little bit of piece advantage, but clearly Gote is, I mean this side, if it's Gote, I'm not sure, is the center actually, is continuing attacking, very strong with stocking, which is defended. Defended, but then counter attack, ooh. By the way, I just realized, so having this type of move, which distracts the king from the center, from this gold, this is a huge move usually. It allows you to drop the knight later on to fork those pieces with a check. It allows you to drop bishops with a check, and if you have a rook in hand, attacking this gold becomes easier. So this was a huge move for Moku Moku in the opening. And because of that as well, he's able to threaten this king so strongly here. We use the weak piece to continue defending. I think there's a possibility of dropping the gold like very strongly, attacking the horse while defending. The problem is if this horse disappears, this dragon becomes a very big threat on the bishop. But I think maybe because there's a gold drop, you can sacrifice all the pieces and drop the knight here. Threatening like a checkmate, perhaps. This is why they use the knight to not give that general. He dropped the knight. And here it is, yeah. So again, I'm wondering what happens if we... The computer is not convinced, I guess. Like, I would be eager to consider this move. We have a lot of pieces, but it seems king is barely surviving because we have only a gold, yeah? So that's the mistake here, I see. Okay, so it looks scary, but it's survivable. So instead he takes the gold and then drops the dragon. They exchange for this gold. Look, this is huge, yeah? They exchanged for the defending one. Continuing attack. This move is to try to make an escape route. And both sides are attacking harshly. This is huge in endgame. This type of moves are huge. This makes escape for king while threatening stuff on the king. And this knight cannot jump, as you guys see. It's huge. It's a cool move. Checkmate. Is it? No. It's going here, here, with a check. That's painful. If we take, then there is a silver drop. So it seems like the king escaped quite far away, eh? Yeah, if we could, we really would like to set up a hishi here. Perhaps like a... let's say talking, yeah? This would be checkmate threat. So I don't know why he chased him so much away. This wasn't good enough, basically. Maybe he was afraid about his king. And then, this is also looks really good, yeah? We take the silver with a check, but in the end, kings run away, so I'm not really convinced this is a good variation. So Gotha is victorious, it seems, because it's an impasse. 10. How does it work on Shogi? 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 18. 15, 18, 28. It's 27-point declaration. So he won by like 1 or 2 points. That's a crazy game. That was cool. Yeah, so this, I think, got a... Yeah, like let's consider this position. I think this side, center, look how winning he is. I think he missed his chance. Oh, knight drop. That's really hard to find move. Or pound drop. Pound drop, of course, is better. So it seems computer would prefer that we defend while attacking instead of going there. But you can see, like, he was much better around here. By the way, I'm not really sure which move is considered better in this position. Oh, it's here. Promotion, okay. So basically we're surviving this by escaping. It's really hard to find move. This move is really hard to find for me. That's amazing. Yeah, pound, let's consider pound push. Takes, yeah, it's really hard endgame. So yeah, Santa had chance here. As you can see, the king escaped and they gained a move because this knight wasn't defending and attacking and therefore survived. Thanks God they implemented the impasse correctly, yeah. Yeah, try rule, yeah. Try to avoid the try rule. Alright, so that was an amazing game of strong players. Kent is not here, so unfortunately we couldn't hear more, but he played a perfect game. I wish to hear more about whenever he's a student of MIFA or not. The tournament itself was an amazing fest. I'm glad they invited us as well. I hope they will do the same event in the future. And all the key for today. It seems like everyone is improving. I'm really, really happy to hear that. Really, really happy. And of course, thank you for representing Shogi Harbour today on the tournament, everyone. It doesn't matter how many points you get. The fact that you fought for us under our flag, that's what matters, yeah? And if you got a game against pro, you were lucky. So, speaking of the schedule, we will have the chess stream on Tuesday. So look forward to it. On Thursday, we'll continue the book. And on Friday, I believe we will have another collaboration with Oli. So more shogi with a famous VTubers. And if you have any more stickers that you would like to add to our Discord, you know where to find us in the creativity channel. You can post them. And guys, thank you so much. Have a nice Sunday. And I will see you on Tuesday. Thank you for coming. Thank you for setting your Kifu and bye bye.